There we go. It's Sunday, and that means it's time to delve into a new game. And the theme for February are dating sims. Monster Prom is a series of dating sims, and this is their latest one called Monster Roadtrip, which is the game of theirs that has the least amount of focus on dating. It is, however, of the series also the one that I feel is better to play as a single player game rather than multiple. The other two is definitely very clearly based on multiplayer. This one I feel allows better for solo play. And oh dear, I am dreadfully sorry, but I completely overslept today, so I just rolled out of bed like 10 minutes ago. So I am not quite there yet. However, we will we'll try and see how this goes. It's a fairly shorter game because I was gonna do another game that was on the schedule originally, but that was another 8 hours play game, and I won't be able to complete that today. I don't have the time for it. This one allows for a little bit. Good morning, Olav. Yeah, a bit of a sore throat combined with just getting out of bed is the result of this voice. Good morning, Lord Dutchington. I mean, yes, imagine getting out of bed. I would much prefer not having to right today. It's one of the rare times the dogs has allowed us to sleep a little bit longer. So I would have liked to take advantage of that, but oh well. Let's see. Can I swap over to controller? Voice can probably be a little bit higher. Music can be a little bit lower. Doesn't look like there's much option for controller, so keyboard it is. Which is basically just mouse, but oh well. Let's see, what's this thing? Customize. Okay, let's see, I can put in a trigger warning for drugs, toilet humor, highly sexual, highly violent, and jump scares. Is that there's a jump scare can happen? Sure. I mean, I appreciate that these are here. However, I don't really feel like I need to use them. So let's just get started. Yeah. Orders. How do I reset that order start though? There, delete progress. Yes, I wanna delete the thing that I did when I was just testing the game yesterday. Yeah, I'm really sure. There we go. I don't need that. Really? It's a running thing through their games. I would definitely prefer some voices to save my own voice a little bit. Thank you. Yay! Let's see. And I am playing this as a single player this time. So, the true survival co-op experience, including a player performance ranking at the end. Let's do this. We're definitely sticking with normal. I am not feeling up for hard. Especially since I never really played this game except for a test. Ah, the road, that mythical beast of asphalt. We once tamed it in what became one of the strangest, most wonderful journeys of our lives. Back then, when we were young and unafraid. Summer was coming to an end when Polly and Scott planned a road trip. For those not familiar with the character, Polly is a ghost and Scott is the werewolf. A very not the brightest kind werewolf. The whole thing was bound to go off rail. This was the prank masters after all. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. And Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Each of them were by themselves an agent of chaos. But together they were the perfect combo for hijinks to ensue. Who in their right mind would have agreed to join them on such a trip? Okay, and then we get to choose who we play as. I do not have the bonus characters. Gonna go with fire because always go with fire. And give an option. Why wouldn't you? And there we go.
Here we go.
And let's see which tune. Desert vibes. Tropical. Yeah, I want surf rock. For a road trip, I feel surf rock works fine. Was the road trip a dangerous idea? Yes. Was it poorly planned? Yes. Did we do it anyway? Fuck yeah. For in the end, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
My time to shine.
Okay. So we have our stats. Hype, magic, mind, money, soul, and stamina. And these have to be balanced. For us to make it through the end of the road trip, these have to be somewhat balanced. Let's see, we haven't discovered nothing of note. Each one of these do something. This one we have no idea. This one we know will affect plus magic, plus or minus money. But let's go to the fancy motel and uncertainty instead. I mean, I wouldn't be wrong about my stomach. Did not get the time to eat breakfast before screaming, so we'll see. Where do you stay when you're too cheap for a real hotel, but too fussy for a regular motel? Here, apparently.
Ooh la la.
This place is full of class, charm, and poise. 3 things you always lacked. Which means tonight is the perfect night to cosplay as a rich, fancy person. What do you do?
Polly, I have a question.
Polly, I've been meaning to ask you, how do you road trip?
It's okay, Scott.
There's no shame in asking, Scott. Let me explain. All of us will share 6 essential resources, and we need to manage them wisely to keep this trip afloat. So we need to be careful, because the choices we make during the trip can affect these resources. And if one of them depletes completely, we can kiss this road trip goodbye. I get it. So our goal is to avoid running out of any resources and keep road tripping forever. No, the goal is to reach one of the 6 destinations every road trip leads to. I have this travel guide that explains how each destination requires to hoard a different resource. You can check said guide whenever you want. Click on the destination tab to the right, or press E on the keyboard, or LB on the controller. Sure. There you'll find the requirements to reach a destination and win the game. Enough exposition, narrator voice inside our heads.
Nice.
We get it. Keep our resources far above zero and hoard enough of the one resource to reach a destination. Let's go. Let's see. What do I want to do? Prank call the front desk, visit the bar, explore the amenities. Let's see. Let's try visit the bar. Scott is sleeping and Polly's busy reorganizing her nudes, so you head to the bar to do some classic drinking alone. Before you can order though, the bartender brings you a drink you didn't ask for. The guy sitting at the table 3 ordered this for you. He said to tell you that my wife really digs your vibe. Do with that to what you will. You check out the couple. They're a couple of hot silver foxes. You drink your drink and get up to say hi when another drink is delivered to you. Hey again, this one's from the warlock at table 2. He says your eyes hold the magical secret to the universe. Pickup lines just get weirder and weirder these days. You check out the warlock while you drink this drink. His shadowy eyes are mind-bending and a bit crazed, but that only seems to draw you in more. It's a tough choice between him and the swingers, but... Alright, Miss Popular, this one's from the gang of mercenaries at table 7. I was too scared to ask if they had a message for you. Oh, you got the message alright. Those mercenaries are armed to the teeth with lots of scars and rippling muscles. Mark you down as scared and horny. You'd happily try your luck with everyone if you could. The spirit of willing, but alas, the flesh is weak and kinda tipsy after 3 drinks. You decide to sit with... I mean, it is inconsistent to talk inside someone's head, but a narrator gotta narrate. Okay, we can go with the sexy swingers, the wild-eyed warlock, or the menacing mercenaries. Let's see. I have no idea what any of these are gonna do stat-wise. I feel like this might deplete my my stamina stat too much. Oh, let's go with the warlock. Deplete magic, perhaps? They're all 10 right now, so I guess it doesn't really matter as much. Welcome to my table, enlightened one, says the warlock. Your choice of joining me on this dreaded night is a fated one. I'm on an important quest to unlock the forbidden depths of magic that lay dormant in places beyond where any sane mind dare reach. Yeah, this is gonna deplete magic, for sure. But alas, it'd be foolish and prideful of me to attempt such a legendary quest by myself. No, to maximize the chances of success, the ideal ritual requires at least 2 bodies joining forces to embrace their spirits in a powerful, sexy union. If you'll join me, we'll stare at each other for hours as we sink into each other's soul, swimming to the bottom of our very selves. No winking? No winking. But use of tongue is allowed. Don't know, this sort of sounds a lot like kinky warlock tantric sex. Would that make you agree to the ritual? Yeah? You spend the night performing this arcane ritual. In doing so, you reach the mentioned forbidden depths, gaining 2 magic. But you lose 2 mind from staring at the warlock's wild eyes without thinking, for hours. Okay, so I gained magic but lost mind. Fair enough. It totally was kinky warlock tantric sex.
Wherever I go, it'll be a blast.
Okay. So I gotta be a little bit careful with mind. Plus to soul. Don't know what that's gonna take from, but it shouldn't be both from mind, so sure. Let's go to the diner. The Diners is a classy locale made for the road tripper with discerning tastes.
Can't we just get a table?
Sadly, looks like everyone and their mother is a road tripper with discerning taste. This place is packed. The only way you're gonna get seated anytime soon is if you sit with someone else. This is a great opportunity to smash conversational matters. Smash conventional manners and make new friends. Who do you sit with? Ooh, again, let's choose an action and make an event happen. Yes, I'm ready for all the randomness these events involved. Actually, Polly, I was checking this travel guide and it seems they aren't so random after all. Look, these different signs apparently refer to different types of events. The most common type of events are called exchange events. After making a choice in those, you always lose a resource and gain a resource no matter what. Trick is making the right choice since that will decide which resources you are gained and which are lost. But if there's a resource sign next to the event type sign, that's called a known resource. It means that resource is guaranteed to be affected no matter what our choice is. If the sign is positive, then the resources is guaranteed to be gained. If it's negative, then you know you'll lose it. Like for example, if we see an action with this sign, we know we'll lose money here. Our choice will only determine which resources we gain. That's not so bad. If we know losing or gaining a resource is unavoidable, we could be strategic about it. This all sounds very useful, but also like too much pressure for fan-favorite Polly to keep track of. Morgan, can release these decisions to you. Thanks. Sure. Sure. All these tourists clogging up the diner. Couple who looks like they need couples therapy. No, avoid at all costs. The table who clearly doesn't want to be bothered. The poor soul waiting for their blind date. Obviously go with the table of people who does not want to be bothered. They're most likely to leave. Thereby leaving you with the entire table yourself. Owing to your famous lack of common sense, you and your friends sit with the scariest looking motherfuckers in the diner. Okay, you could have specified that that's why they didn't want to be bothered.
Howdy.
Hi, I'm Scott and these are my friends. I like your big trench coats and the fact that you're wearing sunglasses indoors. What's up with the crying guy sitting between you two? He looks like he's about to shit himself and smells like he already might have. Well, well, well. Looks like help has finally arrived for yours, Johnny. This must be your lucky day. Let me go. I'm begging you. I'll pay you back somehow. Just... One of the men slapped some duct tape on Johnny's mouth.
Mama like it.
Oh, kinky. Now here's the skinny. Yowzers better have some serious dough for us. We need 1 million smackaroos. Sorry, I don't have any smackaroos. I spent my last $5 on this pack of Pokemon's cards. Wanna trade? I don't want no stinking cards. I want my fucking money. Nix the funny business, or I swear to God, Johnny gets it. Wait. What counts as funny business? Only haha funny noise business? What about exhale through your nose funny business? Are funny faces allowed?
Hey.
Like this one? What about this one? I also got this one. That's not a good look on you, Scott. Not bad, Scotty. But can you beat
Nice.
this one? As usual, Scott and Polly are useless at de-escalating a bad situation. Looks like it's up to you to save Johnny from these mobsters. Okay. Look into the stream of potential futures to show the criminals that Johnny is instrumental in saving monsterkind from doom. Give the mobster the only thing more valuable than a life or $1 million. Your elf-themed sock collection. Okay, let's see. Oh, I have no idea which one this is gonna affect either way. A sock collection. This is probably gonna deplete either magic or mine, so let's avoid it. I have no idea what stat my elf-themed sock collection is tied to, so let's go for that. So, let's see. Thirsty ghost be thirsty. She doesn't care if there's a crime going on. Unless she's involved in doing it. You're giving up your elf sock collection, Morgan? It's saving an innocent life really worth losing that? Maybe you could give them like 1 or 2 pairs, but your whole collection? We could get 2 Johnnies for that price. We'll take them all. We actually got into a life of crime to achieve a collection of elf socks this vast. We were gonna go all the way through a barter chain form. We started with a paperclip. We traded that to a guy for a lawnmower, which we traded for jet ski, which we traded for 2 paperclips, which we traded for Johnny's wife for Johnny, and we were gonna trade Johnny for $1 million to buy the socks. But if you're just gonna give the socks up for Johnny, you can have him. See ya, suckers. Thank you so much. I can never repay you for... You're damn right you can't repay us. Those were some premium elf socks.
Not cool.
We'll never get to have wacky elf sock Wednesday again. What are we gonna do with all these dad sandals now? You gain +2 soul for rescuing Johnny, but lose 2 hype for sacrificing the coolest thing you'll ever own. And that is how hype works. That is how you have hype as a stat. You lose your elf socks. Good morning, Neemblub. Indeed.
Hold on to your seats.
Okay, let's see. We can choose between the Roadside Wig Museum, a museum full of capillary wonders, where we can gain some hype back, potentially lose some money. We haven't lost any money yet, so that is a safe stat to lose. Or we can go to the dungeon, slay, loot, repeat, gain some soul, or gain some mind. I wouldn't mind gaining some mind, so I don't have 3 stats on 8. So sure, let's go to the dungeon. I mean, yes, socks and sandals is a crime. Huh. I'm getting dizzy watching our resources go up and down.
Aw.
Yeah, man. Is it even possible to know what we're losing or gaining beforehand? Dang, we're doomed. Put something on the radio. I mean, we may fuck up this road trip, but at least we'll fuck it up while having some fun. Okay. Welcome to a humble radio show where our guests give narrative convenient road trip tips. Today we have road trip survivor Cormac S. Thompson and Hunter McCarthy. Guys, what can you share with our audience? Let me start by saying that the #1 cause of road trip related deaths is not properly understanding how to manage resources. Oh yeah, the dreaded 6. Most unexperienced road trippers think they behave in arbitrary ways, but that's simply not true. When you're making choices on the road, you have to look for little cues to infer what resources you'll be losing or gaining. Money might be the easiest one. Are you buying or renting something? Money down. Hiring someone? Money down. Doing a job or selling something? Money up. But be beware, sometimes the solution doesn't obviously involve buying something, but involves using expensive stuff you may need to rent or buy. Yeah, no. Skipping it. Come on. Just skip the whole thing. There we go. We'll live and die on this road trip not knowing all the details. Normally, a dungeon would be a dark, scary place for people to be locked up and punished.
Eat my fireballs.
But in the world of video game logic, everyone knows dungeons are just challenging labyrinths waiting to be explored. There are plenty of ways to plunder a dungeon. What's your preferred method? Let's see. We can fight the dungeon boss, unknown effect, grind experience or solve puzzles. And we are trying our best at solving puzzles, because I want mind up, so let's see. You and your friends enter the dungeon. Before you is a locked door, a big square hole in the floor, and a lever. Ah, this is one of those puzzle rooms. We gotta put our heads together and solve this conundrum. A big hole on a little pole. What could it mean? I'm pretty sure it's a lever. We're meant to flip it. Nah, that's too obvious. It's a puzzle dungeon. Boo. You've gotta think outside the box.
Oh, I got it.
Is it thinking outside the box if we dig the hole out more? Honestly, I'm kinda just psyched to dig a hole.
Thanks, Scotty.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Maybe the key's buried down there. Good thinking, Scott. Fine, you help your friends dig out the big hole even more. It's hard work, and eventually Polly takes a minute to relax by leaning on the lever. Whoa, is there an earthquake? Nope. You look up to see some things that are similar to but legally distinct from Tetris pieces falling from the ceiling. Yeah, werewolf, wanna dig. Oh, I think we're supposed to arrange those pieces to fit in the hole. Seems so obvious now that I hit the lever anyway. Which was my plan from the get-go. Sure it was, Polly. Sure, you, Polly, and Scott arrange the pieces the way they should have been. But the amount dug out accidentally make the hole exactly one piece bigger. So it's unsolvable now? Ugh, this can't get any worse. Oh, yes it can. The door you came from slammed shut and the room is filled with the ticking of a timer counting down.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what do you think happens when it reaches 0? God, who knows? Death? Death 2? Super Death? Something even worse than the sequel to Death? Morgan, can you do that thing where you solve our problems in an unexpected way before we succumb to a horrible fate? The sooner the better. Okay, let's see. Time to put your yoga skills to use. Do the missing piece asana. Access the shop menu and see if this dungeon sells tips for puzzles or skip level option. So we can either lose money or what would this yoga be? Soul, perhaps? I mean, you can also use stamina for yoga, I guess, but either way, this seems safe, so does really money, but let's see what this does. Ah yes, those incredible yoga skills that you definitely always had. You close your eyes and recall your training. You attended the wealthy white woman monastery, where you achieved peace and enlightenment for 4 easy payments of $4,999.99. You spent your days on far-off mystical lands of the West Coast doing asanas and perfecting your technique of ordering a chai latte. There, your yoga master, a man, founded the WWWM after realizing that wealthy white women would spend any amount to glimpse enlightenment, gave you a pearl of wisdom. If you can't find the missing piece, consider that you are the missing piece. Namaste or whatever. Back then, you thought it was just a vapid, vaguely inspirational colloquialism, and honestly, it probably was. But now, your chakras have aligned and all his teaching makes sense. Or so you want to believe for the amount of money you paid for them. You take a deep breath, stretch to your fullest height, and assume the missing piece, Asana. Holy shit, you are not nearly as flexible as you used to be. Your tendons feel like they're about to snap.
Whoa!
Oh, check it out. Morgan will perfectly fit in the slot now. Damn, let's go ahead and shove her into the empty slot so we can stop hearing her screams of pain. Polly and Scott insert you in the empty slot before you get too many serious cramps, though you still lose 2 stamina. Okay, so it was stamina. But thankfully the timer stops and the puzzle is solved and you guys escape the level and gain +2 mind.
My time to shine.
It hits its on the head a few times. Let's see. Business Summit. Join Capitalism Finest. Or go to the Charming Village. Unknown. Money can go down. Soul can go down. I can lose soul. Soul is 12. I can definitely lose some of the soul. Oh well, that depends. If we want to aim for the destination that's linked to magic or soul. Now we're trying to find something that gets either magic or soul up, but that doesn't seem to be anywhere right now. We want those to be higher. So you need 25 to get to a destination. So right now, soul or magic seems to be the better bet. I would prefer magic over soul, I think, but mostly because I feel magic would be easier to find, where I know that that's a resource we're talking about. I don't think I'm gonna find either over here, so let's go with Charming Village. At least it's a chance that we might be able to find something there. This idyllic little village is filled with flowers, maypoles, and celebration galore. Which means there's gotta be something weird going on here, right? Nobody's this happy all the time.
What can go wrong?
Maybe you're just being paranoid. This is a chance to have fun. What do you do first? Okay, meet the locals, join the local celebration, or visit the shady landmark. Neither one of these sounds like they will get my magic to go up, though. None of these seems like they will do that. In that case, let's just join the local celebration. That way I still have 2 higher stats to potentially influence. You go to the town square. The townsfolk are dressed in white, wearing flower crowns and dancing barefoot around maypoles.
Bye!
Where there's flower crowns and maypoles, there's usually shrooms. Your girl's gonna go find some. Don't do anything dumb while I'm gone.
Bro!
Is that a puppet show over there? I love puppets. Come on, Morgan, we need to say hi to the puppets. Scott enthusiastically leads you to a puppet show meant for an audience of 7 to 9-year-olds. Hiya, kids. I'm Obi the Obedient, says the main puppet. I just love obeying the commands of Craftmet, the fleshless overlord. He's the coolest god around. Not Craft, Craftamet. I'm Scooter the Skinless, says a puppet that should never be shown to children. It's so fun to sacrifice my skin to Lord Craftamet. He gave me all this candy for it. Bad choices might have been made. Really? I sure do love candy, says Obi the Obedient. If I skin myself for Lord Craftamet, will I get candy too? Of course you will, Obi. All of you will get candy if you skin yourself. Woohoo! Free candy! Anyone got a silver knife? Nothing else will work on my strong werewolf skin. Scott, ignore all of your very cogent arguments for why he shouldn't skin himself alive. The puppets told me we get candy, Morgan. I trust the puppets. Do you know it's illegal for puppets to lie? Don't you know it's illegal for puppets to lie? Yeah. Okay, logic is not gonna work here. If Scott will only listen to the puppets, then you will have to give him one hell of a puppet show. What puppet show do you improvise to literally save Scott's skin? Skin, that cool body part that stopped high fives from being horribly painful. The puppet that hid propaganda, a story about not making important life choices just because a puppet show told you to. This will probably get my hype up. I'm assuming this will affect hype. Whereas this will get mind up. Out of the two, mind is the higher one currently. So if I can get that up to 12 as well, that leaves me with a few more legs to stand on. So let's try that. I think that's better than getting hype up to 10. Good morning, DDR Jake. It's basically try to survive a road trip. There is a romance element that comes up along. So you have your stats up here. You need to max one of them to 25 to get to a destination on your road trip. Basically, what this game is all about. Great idea. You spend -2 money on craft materials to make your puppet show. Your show begins with a group of puppet friends going to see a puppet show in your puppet show. Stay with me, it only gets more meta from here. The puppet show within the show encourage the friends to skin themselves alive because it's the hot new trend everyone's jumping onto. Wow, let's skin ourselves because Puppet told us to, says the dumb friend. My entire character arc is taking dubious life advice from strange puppets. Hey, I really identify with this guy. Not so fast, says the hot, rational friend that everyone totally wants to bone. You should never make a big decision blindly because a puppet told you to. Remember, kids, puppets can be good, but they can also implant cultish propaganda into the minds of impressionable people. Use your brains and stay safe. This seems like a good message, but why should I listen to this puppet show over a different puppet show? Wait, did you hear that guy in the audience? The rational puppet says. Is this a puppet show? Are we in a puppet show right now? Are we the puppets? We have felt skin, no internal organs. There's a hand up our asses controlling all our movements. Oh god, we are puppets. What happens when the puppet show ends? When Morgan takes me off her hand, will I cease to exist? Did I ever exist at all?
Aww.
Man, reflecting on the nature of existence is giving me a headache. I don't like puppets anymore. Let's go, Morgan. No, stay, Morgan. I can't die now. I have so many dreams. I want to see Niagara Falls. Too bad. You leave gaining +2 mind from learning a very important life lesson. Never skin yourself alive for candy and never trust puppets.
Let's chill.
I gained mind from that. Finally a place to rest. Even this spectral booty needs to do some sitting spectral booty needs to do some sitting after so much shaking. The guide says there are several rest stops like this one. We should be able to reach one like once a week after visiting 4 locations or so.
Let's go, Scott.
That sounds great. Let's go chill on those benches, Scott. As your friends leave, you realize you don't want to rest because you're utterly addicted to making choices all the time. And this rest stop is no different. You quickly assess the many, well, 5 things you can check out around here. But beware, with the exception of the car, each choice can only accommodate 1 player. It's the first come, first serve. Now go and see what the different spots do. So this is where you get the multiplayer aspect if you're playing with more people. Is that only 1 person can sit somewhere. Which in the previous game used to be lunch tables. I wish I understood what any of these do though. I can get info. I can go hang at the bus stop, don't know what that will do. Over here I'm assuming it's just chat with Polly and Scott. Don't know what the car does either. Sure, let's go to the noodle stand. Sure.
Quick break, then back on the road.
Welcome to the bartering stand, where you can barter with little trinkets and manage your resources a bit. Each trinket is tied to a resource. You'll lose the resource tied to the trinket you give away, and gain the resources tied to the trinket you take. Also, Noodles is here, but I don't know if that's a good thing.
Welcome to Noodles Trash Buffet.
Oh, but I don't have a trinket. Hey Morgan, I'm running a special just for you. You can have everything on this shelf if you just trade me that pesky liver of yours. I probably don't need it. What do I need it for? You don't need to know. Less talking, more liver removing. Fine, but I'll get you next time. Do you have anything else to trade? Oh, I do apparently. Apparently I have things to trade. It's basically, the reason why I chose this game if I'm doing a solo is because basically you all just chit-chat about what to do, which choices to do. The only place where the multiplayer really comes in is at the rest stop, as far as I understood. So I feel like the multiplayer is very toned down on this one. I mean, sure, it's fun to play with friends and chat about the different options and laugh about it. But in the other ones, the multiplayer played a lot bigger deal, I feel. In which you had a select number of people that you wanted to take to prom, and you were competing for those people. You're in direct conflict with each other, and only so many people can be at different tables, etc., etc. Whereas this one, I don't really feel like it's shining multiplayer-wise. Still fun, by all means. Okay, so I can trade the sequel to an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is a whole plotline in the first game. Someone else's credit card. Sure. I can trade away some Scott snacks, or how to road trip the book. Let's see. Let's trade away... I don't need the How to Road Trip book, surely. I can get, wait a moment. Which one would you be connected to? You would probably be connected to... Would you be connected to Mind? You probably would be. Okay, I can't go back and fix it, apparently, so guess I'm stuck with that. A bounty hunter contract. An exclusive cult membership ring. Donates into natal charity. Or possibly 2 smart toilets. But that seems Mind, so would I then be just changing Mind to Mind? A bounty hunter contract. Could be money, I guess? I feel like the cult is more likely either magic or mind. This is definitely soul. This has to be soul. So do I go for soul or do I go for the one that could potentially be 1 out of 2? I don't think it will be hype. I don't think it will be hype. Let's try. Why would I want an exclusive cult membership ring? Seems neat.
I can smell danger.
Okay, mine down, magic up. Well, that's fine. Magic is now 14. Thanks for stopping by. See you at the next rest stop. How do you know I'll be at the next rest stop?
I own 17 socks.
Because we're in an endless time loop, Sully. See you in 4 more turns. Okay, so as it says, we're now 14 to 25 with magic. So it's in the lead, and I probably should just try to max that out to 25.
Wherever I go, it'll be a blast.
Okay, let's see. The planetarium. No info given. Or the gift shop, which I can either make or lose money. We'll probably get some neat stuff. Well, let's go to the planetarium. Let's go to the planetarium. Ah, stars. Monster kind has been fascinated by them for as long as society has been alive.
Amazing.
There's nothing like staring at the night sky and realizing that space is massive and timeless, and you're just one speck in an uncaring universe. If that gives you ennui, don't worry, there's plenty to do at the planetarium besides contemplating your own insignificance. For example, you could... Hey, wait a sec, that event type sign looks new.
Oh!
Yeah, according to the travel guide, that sign means this is quantities event. They work a lot like exchange events. We always lose and gain equal amounts of resources, and we have to guess which sources are tied to each option. The main difference is the amount of resources that are affected by each option differ. They can be affected a bit, some, or a fucking lot. Scott, you never swear. That's how the travel guide phrased it. Dang. So what this foul mod travel guide basically says is that we can choose to play it safe or go bonkers. You already know what Mama would choose, Morgan. But this one's up to you, boo. Go for it. Okay, identifying constellations, attend the comet show, or watch the laser show. Oh, Let's see. None of these seems like they're gonna affect magic, but it's hard to say. I mean, I would like to try to watch the laser show, but it could potentially ruin everything. Because the laser show is probably hype, and I'm not going for hype, so I should probably avoid it. Let's try attending the comet shower instead. Lucky for you, there is a comet shower happening tonight. You and your friends settle in at the planetarium and enjoy a special viewing.
Awesome, bro!
This is so cool. I love comet showers. The shooting stars are all so pretty.
Scott!
This takes me back to Camp Spooky, Scott. Remember that meteor shower at the end of summer camp? Oh yeah, you and I decided to take a break from being super invested in finding a date and watch the shower as friends. Yep, it was great. I'm glad we weren't one of those desperate motherfuckers losing sleep over finding a summer honey. Damn, Polly didn't have to scalp you like that. What are you guys gonna wish for when the stars start shooting? That's a good question. What do I want to wish for? Wishing for a flask that never empties would be pretty sweet. Or maybe I could wish for a talking octopus that gives me massages. I was gonna wish for world peace, but the massage octopus sounds so much cooler. I can't decide now. Here comes the first shooting star. We only have one chance for a good wish. Morgan, what should we wish for? Dang, you never know what to wish for. That's why you still have wishes left in your monkey's paw. Maybe you can use your wish number 1 to wish for the clarity to know what to wish for. Clearly mind. Forfeit the opportunity to sound cool and spend your wish on a selfish deed. Wish Scott hadn't put his hand in that marmalade jar that was full of wasps. Okay, so that will get soul up. I have a feeling this was a bad choice because I'm worried about that magic will go down from this. I forgot that... I didn't think that there was going to be a wish on a star. I was going to be actually watching a comet. Ah. Oh well, if I have to potentially lose magic regardless, I should probably get soul up so that that can replace it. Hey, that's a good wish, and it was really nice of you to use your wish to make my life nicer, Morgan. Scott, that reminds me, is your hand still stuck in that wasp-infested marmalade jar? Sure is. Man, I probably had my hand in this thing for like 4 hours now. Damn, that's right. I remember we were gonna try to get it off, but then we got distracted by that cool-looking cloud and totally forgot about it. That cloud was so cool though. It looked like a duck riding a skateboard upside down. But then if you squinted at it and stood on your head, it looked more like a walrus taking a sponge bath. And then, when the wasp stung my eyelids and made them swollen and puffy, the cloud looked like a guitar-playing snail.
Huh?
The wasp? Alright, Scott, we almost forgot about the jar again. You're right. That cloud's so cool, it's still distracting us. Well, better act now before your short attention spans run out again. You smash the marmalade jar with a hammer and the angry wasp fly away. I feel a lot better now, thanks Morgan. Wow, do you guys grasp what just happened? Morgan wished on the shooting star for Scott to be freed and her wish came true.
Oh!
You're right, Morgan's like a star-wishing wizard.
Lame.
If her wish was bound to come true though, it's a shame she didn't wish for something cooler, like 3 matching aquatic bikes or something. Whoa, you're right, that would be really cool a wish. Oh well, guess it's a missed opportunity. That's a shame, you lose 2 hype and gain 2 soul for being a good friend to Scott. Okay, I'll just lose hype, that's fine.
Showtime.
That's fine, I can take the loss of hype. Oh, that tea is still too warm. Okay, let's see. So now both magic and soul is at 14, so that's good. I can tend on a LARP. Oh, I can go to a Gothic manor. Oh. LARP or Gothic manor? Both are absolutely unknown. And both would probably be good opportunities to find plus to magic in one way or another. Let's try the Gothic manor. Sure. Car stopped again. Hey Polly, look what time it is. Oh fuck yeah, put the radio on, Morgan. Welcome back to the Convenient Exposition, the radio show where your guest gives narrative convenient road trip tips. Mr. Thompson, Mr. McCarthy, what can you tell us about the mysterious resource known as stamina? Oh, it's just more of this. Nope, not listening to it. You're driving along when the road is flooded by a sudden thunderstorm. You have no choice but to pull over and look for shelter. But in the velvet darkness of the blackest night, burning bright, there's a guiding star no matter what or who you are. You know how the lyrics go. With wet newspaper over your heads, you arrive at the ominous Gothic manor, knock on the door and are invited in. Once inside, where do you go? The history transpiring through the walls, the dramatic chamber music, or the exquisite banquets. Ooh. I really wish I had some clue what either one of these do. Let's see. Banquets. What would the banquets give me? Hard to say. I feel this is mine, so I feel I can cross that one out. So between dramatic chamber music or the banquets. Oh, let's try the banquets. You and your friend follow the sounds of chatter to a large banquet hall filled with all sorts of vintage monsters. There's ghosts in chains, drooling werewolves, ghouls with mottled green skin and rotting teeth.
Lame.
Dang, I'm not gonna lie, these are the least fuckable monsters I've ever seen. You said it, bro. Why don't we look like that? I'm gonna blame young adult fiction. Dr. Jekyll, I mean Mr. Hyde, greets a pale vampire of aristocratic stature, a count maybe. Such a delightful banquet. How did it occur to you to gather all of us classic monsters around your table tonight? Well, Mr. Hyde says, I was washing my cock late one night when I saw it had the mark of a bite. Okay. And as my cock got hard and began to rise, I could take a look in good full size. It was a rash. A phantom joins in, rattling her chains like a tambourine. It was some sex rash. This is not where I was thinking we were going when attending a banquet, but oh well, by all means. Oh, I think I get it. Mr. Hyde got some weird rash on his dick and invited all his sex partners over to inform them in case it's an STD.
Oh,
Wow, it's very nice of him to be so responsible with his sexual partners while also making dinner for them to ease the bad news.
Kinky.
Totes, and I guess I was wrong by calling them unfuckable. These ugly ass monsters fuck. They do. They've also all taken seats at the dinner table, leaving you with only 2 free seats to choose from. Who are you sitting next to? Dr. Frankenstein, a man of science who's surely edifying to talk to if you can ignore him reminding everyone the monster's actual name is Frankenstein's monster every 5 minutes. That very gothic phantom. You may need to endure that desolate wailing, but their spectral nature may mean you get a double serving of dessert. I think I am gonna try this. Because I don't need mind up, and this is probably mind down. Unsure what it's gonna bring up, but we'll give it a try. Also, look at that. That looks like a very tasty dessert, so a double chance of double serving of desserts seems like a good option.
hey, bro.
Hey bro, my name's Scott. What's yours? The phantom lets out an ear-splitting wail, grabs a knife off the banquet table, and uses it to carve Abigail into the wall. Nice to meet you, Abigail. So you're a ghost, huh? My friend Polly's a ghost too. Sup? She's really nice, positive, and fun. Are you also those things? Abigail shrieks and moves the planchette on a nearby Ouija board to say no. Damn, this girl is extra. Abigail grips your wrist and shows you a vision of her 9 children dying of dysentery.
Oh,
Oh no, that's awful. You said it, bud. Could you imagine giving birth 9 times? Then Abigail shows you a vision of her husband dying of dysentery. Then her mom dying of dysentery. Then her mailman dying of dysentery. The Ouija board then spells out, now prepare to behold the horrible way I died. Ooh, can I guess first? Was it dysentery? Maybe. It totally was, and you lose 2 mind from beholding all the dysentery, but you gain +2 stamina by stealing Abigail's delicious dessert. Not ideal. Not ideal stat change. but not bad either, just not what I wanted to achieve by this stop. She can't eat anymore, so fuck her.
Look, guys, no hands.
An abandoned village, plus mind, plus hype, minus soul, doesn't seem like a good choice. Or a regular motel, with 3 unknown. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some hype back just to not be at 6 on it, but no, let's go to the regular motel. I really want to try to get magical soul up. After a long, exhausting day of sitting in the car, you're ready to turn in for the night.
Ugh, Mama needs some rest.
Time to choose which mundane activity to do before going to sleep. Surely Polly and Scott will find a way to make it weird. Watch some TV, order some pizza, or get ready for bed. Oh dear, I have no idea what any of these will do. And last time I missed completely. I guess I could take a big chance with get ready for bed and potentially get a lot. So let's try it. Let's try one of them. You claim your mattress and start preparing to go to bed. As you're deciding which of your onesies make you look the most fuckable, you hear Scott and Polly giggling in the bathroom. You go investigate.
Hiya!
Hey there, Morgan. Scott and I are doing a nightly skincare routine. Care to join us? Oh, surely. But before you can rejoice about these two doing a normal activity for once, you see them step aside to reveal a fleshy, undulating pile of skin sitting on the sink. I thought we already talked about skin, but okay. Fine. What the fuck is that? It's our skin, silly. I heard that skincare's really important, but Polly doesn't have skin of her own anymore, so I got her this little guy to care for. I named it Rodriguez. Okay, but where did Scott even get this eldritch skin abomination? Boo, you ask too many questions.
Wink.
And questions are not part of good skincare routine. Wink. You probably will get a -2 to mind for this, yes. So, are you gonna help us rub lotion on Rodriguez or not? Despite not having eyes, the skin is somehow staring at you. Maybe even through you. Nope, nope, I did not sign up for this. Well, actually you did sign up for this. Moisturizing Rodriguez is on your road trip contract. Ah, damn the day I signed that contract on a dare. It looks like you're stuck rubbing lotion on this creature. How long can you stand to do it? So I'm gonna lose mine for this for sure. I can take a small stab to that stat, a medium or a high one. I fear if I go with the high one, I don't know how much it's gonna deplete at that point. It's at 8, so it's decent. I might have some left still. But maybe... Still, it could be a lot. What if that's -6? What if it's -2 for 4 and then 6? At that point I'm down to 2 in mind. Which is just wrong choice by accident. Let's stick with for 1 hour. Which I already feel is more than enough. You pat some lotion on the skin. It feels like slime, but it's warm and wriggly and seems to be purring. Nice work. Rodriguez has been kinda stressed lately. Do you think you could rub the lotion in shiatsu style to relax the knots in its back? This thing has a spine. I think so. Also try singing to it while you go. Its favorite songs are 99 Bottles of Lotion on the Wall and Frank Sinatra's Under My Skin. Ooh, and Rodriguez loves it if you imagine vacationing in Denmark while you care for it. Okay, should I narrate the thought of visiting Denmark aloud as I go?
Yep.
Nah, you just have to think about it. The skin will know. Imagine being in Denmark. At least the fantasy helps you get through this ordeal. You lose 2 mind, but gain 2 hype for being a skincare conscious friend. Okay, so that was only 2.
Hold on to your seats.
Let's see. There's a wedding where I can get more hype and potentially something else, or a regular gas station where I can get plus soul. I want plus soul. So, no wedding for us.
Scott!
Oh no, I'm not doing the convenient thing. Yeah, it's not rubbing lotion on the eldritch horror, it is imagining being on vacation in Denmark. Which by all means, I don't mind vacationing in Denmark, I just mind trying to understand the Danish that walk around talking like there's a giant potato in their mouth. It's understandable, but... ugh. Gas stations are overpriced, full of pollutants, and a dirty bathroom seems to be invent new diseases every day.
Got the ice.
But they're a necessary evil if you want to make your car move. Welcome to the road trip life. So, what do you do? I want to use the restroom and get that soul up. You're sitting in your stall, getting all your farts out, when there's a knock coming from the stall to your left. Hey, I hate to bother you, but I need some toilet paper. I wouldn't normally do this, but it's a funny story. Is the funny story that you ran out of toilet paper? Hey, good guess. So can I have some? You give her a wad of toilet paper and she leaves you alone for about 30 seconds. Hey buddy, so funny story, I went to light a cigarette and dropped my lighter in the toilet. Could I bum a light? You pass her a lighter and hope that'll be the end of it. It isn't. Hey there, old buddy, old pal. Still there, huh? Must be a big shit. So, can I borrow an umbrella? It's a funny story. I think it's gonna rain later today, but I left my umbrella at home. Oh, and hey, do you think you could help me solve my crossword puzzle? Funny story, I've been a crossword champ since I was 12. Kinda my thing. My strategy is doing them in public restroom and asking whoever in the stall next to me for help with the solution. Genius, right? Anyway, I need an 11-letter word for navel. Any ideas, buddy? You should just belly button. You also ask if she's got any other favors or funny stories for you before you get back to doing your business. Oh, I'm glad you asked. See, it's a funny story. I've been keeping a list on the back of my crossword just in case I needed anything else. A hand passes you a crossword over the stall with a list of things on the back. Which of these can you give the stranger? Okay. Really? The Danes claim that the Swedes have a potato in their mouths? I'm trying to imagine how that would be, but I feel like the Swedes speak without potatoes in their mouths, but Let's see. I can give a very fancy hat, feedback on a 300-page toilet-themed screenplay, or a free piggyback ride. Let's just go with feedback. yes, thank you. Please give me your honest opinion. I really think I got something good here. Oh, you're far closer to a Swede than I am, so don't even try to start that battle. Nah. It's perfectly natural for anyone who's not a part of the group to not be able to immediately tell apart the different languages. Basically, it's there are some very clear differences when you know them and you know what you're supposed to hear for, but otherwise, it's a mumble jumble. Fair enough if you're talking about the Danes. Oh yes, thank you. Please give me your honest opinion. Yeah. The screenplay is titled Detective Chatty, Toilet Inspector. This is not gonna be a hit, I can already tell you that. Detective Chatty's whole thing is having long, noir-esque narrations or stakeouts in public bathrooms. In this scene, Detective Chatty is interrogating a woman whose husband died in a dynamite in the toilet accident, and she has nothing to do with his death. In the margins of the script, others have written derivative plot, protagonist clear self-insert, can't tell if bathroom stuff is a fetish thing or not. Do there need to be a potty piranha? What do they add to the scene? Actually, why the fuck am I line editing a screenplay in a public bathroom right now? You leave your margin note, then pass the screenplay black. I disagree with your note that the leading lady could be replaced with a sexy toilet and there'd be no difference, but still, thanks for helping. The game +2 soul for helping the stranger, but -2 high for reading 300 pages of toilet screenplay nonsense. That's fine, soul is now up to 16.
The night is young.
Let's see, I could try to do the trading again, but I could also try to do any of these two. Let's see what the bus stop does.
Let's chill.
This is the bus stop. You can either check for hitchhikers to pick up or have a conversation with the one that's already riding with you. Conversation or a chill narrative treat with no choices to be made. If you hold enough conversation with the same hitchhiker, you might score a date ending. Okay, so this is the dating element. Additionally, each time someone interacts with that hitchhiker, their passive effect is triggered. As you play, you'll learn what each character's passive effect does. Exciting! You can only have one hitchhiker at a time. If you pick up a new one, any prior hitchhiker will leave into the dark of the night. Okay, so I can pick up Miranda. For 1 week, every turn you gain plus stamina and lose 1 mind. I do not want that. For 1 week, every turn you'll gain +1 of your lowest stat and lose -1 of your highest stat. I don't want that either. I don't want that either. Neither one of these sounds good. I don't want to lose one of... See, if this didn't have stat thing, I would definitely pick Calculator because he's amazing. But... I'm gonna have to choose lose mine rather than lose my highest stat. That just sounds like a bad deal. You invite Miranda to join your road trip. Road trip? Sure, I suppose I'll go. Do you have a palanquin prepared for me? No, we were thinking you could just sit in the car like the rest of us. Really? My goodness, we really will be roughing it. Whole new world. Miranda has brought lots of snacks as she's learning to eat by herself. She has also brought lots of questions on how everything works. Next week, every turn, you'll gain plus stamina and lose mind. So I'll lose mind for 4 turns. Okay. 9 to go for it to get to a soul location.
My time to shine.
Okay. I don't know how much mind I'm gonna lose, but we'll see. Oh, I can get plus soul here. That's good. Yeah, let's go here to the kite tournament. And thus the real reason we don't speak of the 5th Randable sister is... Oh dear. I would like to know how much you take from my mind before committing to this, but sure. This tournament is serious business. Competitors from all walks of life have trained hard for this.
Welcome your new champion.
You got prodigies from the kite-flying clans, kite-flying gurus, athletes of ancient kite-flying techniques. And then there's you. We're pretty much just here for the drama. What do you do? Enter the tournament. Progress to 3 stages by always picking option tied to a higher resource. Ooh. I don't have enough high resources, I think. I only have magic and soul that is deemed somewhat high. I don't think I'll be able to get through that. So let's just go get the soul. The tournament is still 2 days away, but lots of competitors are already here training. They're all hyper-intensive, meditating and doing drills and monologuing about what winning the tournament means for their honor and shit.
Oh!
This is exciting. I've been to a lot of sport tournaments, but a kite tournament will be the first for me. What about you, bros? Well, when are you ever going to pass up the opportunity to lie to your friends to seem cooler? No, seriously, when will you? It's getting old. I was an avid kite-flying competitor back in my day. I even won several gold medals before I retired. Wait, you say you're a retired kite-flying champion? Do you think you could train me before the tournament? I always wanted to be the best kite flyer in the world, but now that I'm here with all these actual professionals, I realize I'm a bit out of my depth. But with your expertise and my plucky underdog archetype, I could win this thing. Of course Morgan will help you, bro. It'd be a great opportunity for her to put all her kite knowledge to good use. And taking on a prodigy will prove once and for all whether she was lying to us or not about being a kite-flying master. Right, Morgan? Don't look at me. I'm not bailing you out of this one. You need to learn to stop digging yourself in these holes. Everyone's counting on you to turn this kid into a master kite flyer in 2 days. How are you gonna do it? Yeah, I'm not using magic. Nope. That's gonna take mind. And I'm already losing mind. Ooh. Okay. If I decide to go with soul, I can give up the magic. But then my fallback plan is taking a bit of a hit. But if I choose mind and she's already taking mind from me on every turn, I'm gonna struggle to make it out alive of this week. So maybe I'll just take the hit to magic. Who needs backup plans anyway? Using 2 magic, you draw the summoning circle and recite the ancient kite-flying incantation. An explosion of kites suddenly appears. When the kites have cleared, an ornate palanquin held by servants stands in the circle before you. The servants lower the palanquins to the ground and out steps the Emperor of Kites in all his colorful nylon glory.
Howdy.
Howdy, your Majesty. We were wondering if you could help us with a problem. Yes, yes. Your commoners who want me to solve all their problems. Typical. If you two can't figure out who the real mother is, I'll just cut the baby in half and we can get this done by lunch. Chop chop. Where's the baby? Hey, no, that's not what we need. We don't even have a baby. Oh, you haven't had a baby yet? So you need a baby. This is one of those just premiere notice things. Got it. Servants, disrobe me. Whoa, pump the brakes. You don't need to fuck anyone. Put your clothes back on. You want me to wear clothes? Ah, I see. You're a wealthy merchant who's woven magical, invisible clothes that only the intelligent can see. I'll try them on. No, you're not listening. You're making this so complicated when it's actually quite simple. You think being emperor is simple? You'll learn your place. We shall swap clothes for a week and see whose life is harder. Nobody can convince the emperor that this isn't the move. He trades clothes with your protege and leaves to learn a valuable lesson about class disparity. Well, that was irritating. Sorry you didn't get the emperor's blessing, bro. No worries, this is even better. I wanted to be the best kite flyer like no one ever was, and now I'm the emperor of kites. Fuck it, whatever floats their boat. You gain +2 soul for helping, and you live to lie about your expertise another day.
Time to show you how it's done.
Okay, so it is 1. She takes 1. Oh. Okay, so that leaves us at soul 18, mind 5. I will probably need to find something that gives a boost to mine just to keep going. But as long as we keep the soul going up, it's all good. Hype, stamina, plus mind. Well, I did say I wanted that. Unknown, hype, minus stamina. Let's just get here and go with the plus mind then, if we can. Just to make sure that we don't lose anything. You read about this diner in a list of the top 10 most cursed restaurants you should never ever visit.
Such a cursed place.
Obviously, you took that as a challenge. Seriously, after all the dark magic you messed with over the years, you think you can handle a diner. So, now that you're here, what do? We look for a booth. You and your friends enter the diner. Your heart is full of hope, and if this meal goes your way, it will soon be full of cholesterol too. Welcome to Doom's Diner, where we have been in the business of misery since 1952. How may I help you? Well, hello there, Jared.
Hello!
1 group-sized booth, please. Can you bring us 3 extra bottles of ketchup too? I like ketchup as my appetizer, and Polly keeps the rest in plastic baggies to throw at cars in the highway. Don't care, didn't ask. It's dead as a Morgan here, so you guys can sit wherever you want. Tight, you head for the closest booth. Morgan, are you crazy? We can't just pick any old booth like that. Picking a diner booth is massively important. You gotta think about jukebox proximity, drafts in the building, lingering bad vibes. It's like that time Coach said. If you ever find yourself in someone else's flashback, make sure to be of assistance by providing a wise and useful piece of advice. I don't know what that means, but it felt appropriate to say here. Fine, if it's that important to them, you start searching with the diner for the ideal place to sit. Something strange starts to happen. No matter how much you walk, the surrounding keeps repeating, as if this diner was the background of an old cartoon. Minutes become hours. You're still walking. Booths and neon signs become reminders of your venture into an inescapable 50s-themed nightmare full of grease and despair. Alright guys, we're lost. I know when I'm beat, but let's all be adults here and avoid looking for someone to blame, okay? It's Polly. Polly is the one to blame. But that's not important. The important thing here is being the person to thank once you lead your friends out of this diner. Make a blood sacrifice to the diner god for assistance. Will probably take some of my magic. Or hire a Dino Sherpa to guide you, which will take some money. I'd rather lose a little bit of money than lose more magic right now. Oh, well, I did say no backup plan, so, you know, screw it, lose the magic. No time to lose. You stab yourself in the leg to get some of that sweet sacrificial blood. Morgan, you seriously need to stop solving all your problems with blood sacrifices. You can only offer so much blood. I like when she does the chanting part though, it's sort of soothing. Yes, exactly, the chanting. There she goes again. I'm telling you, if you're not keeping all that blood, we could at least be doing way funnier things with it. Polly's eye-rolling while Scott hums in sync with your chants and... Is he dipping a fry in your blood? Fools that do not appreciate your sacrifice. The Dino God will surely forgive their lack of faith when he sees your bountiful offering. What's happening? Why are you bleeding everywhere? You're not allowed to bring outside blood in. We're trying to run a business here. The Dino God, he has come. You throw yourself at his feet, begging for assistance and finding the boot most holy. Don't mind Morgan, it's just bloodlust hallucinations. This happens a lot. If I show you guys the exit and give you some free burgers, will you just get out of here? Praise the Dino God's boundless kindness. You get out, which gives you +2 mind as you escape the Dino maze, but you lose 2 stamina from all your blood loss. Okay. Okay. That did not go the way I was imagining. I can't believe that that gained me mind, but oh well. I'll take it.
Leave it to me.
Which is fine because she keeps giving me a stamina up, so... let's see. Used car dealership. No, that was all for gaining mind. Battle Royale. I can gain hype and or 2 unknowns. Used car dealership has only 1 unknown. But I can lose stamina and hopefully maybe get solo magic, so let's try that. I haven't tried one where I know what I'm gonna lose and try to guess what I gain instead. Let's try. You're lured to the dealership, mesmerized by the inflatable air dancers and bombastic signs full of exclamation points such as "Buy today!" You don't even know why you're here. You don't need a new car, but such is the power of eye-catching marketing.
Big sale!
Hey, since you're here, you could go and do your usual weird shenanigans. Why not? So what's gonna be, Morgan? Go on a joyride, sell some cars, or dance with the air dancers. We are doing dance with the air dancers, which lose stamina. Let's see what we'll gain from it, though. You approach those big inflatable dancing boys and start busting a move.
Celebration twerk!
These balloon dudes are really good dancers. Throw that polyethylene-coated booty back. They're so cool. Do you think they like my dance move? Silly Scott, the air dancers can't have opinions on his moves because they're not alive. But after dancing with them for hours, losing 2 stamina and sweating like a sinner in church, you suddenly aren't so sure of that anymore. The air dancer faces sway in the breeze. You sense that they're looking at you, appraising your mind, body, and soul, and dance skills.
Whoa!
This one just put his hand on my shoulder. I think he wants us to follow them. In your dehydrated, hallucinating state of mind, it makes perfect sense. After walking some ways, you find yourself surrounded by more air dancers. Logic says you're still in the used car dealership, but you danced your logic away.
Holy shit!
This must be like the secret air dancers village. The air dancers offer you something to drink. Thank goodness. No wait, this is just a cup of air. Damn.
Hey!
This is so cool. They must have invited us here because they liked our dance moves so much.
Ah!
Totally. And society that values the art of dancing till you drop is a society I want to learn more about. Sure, who needs water anyway? Find a way of immersing yourself in air dancer culture. Okay, let's see. Learn to play the traditional instrument for the culture, the air guitar. Yes, of course, it is a secret air dancers village. What else would it possibly be? Okay, the air guitar I'm assuming is gonna give hype. And this is probably gonna give me my magic back. I don't think the air guitar is gonna give me soul. Nothing in there says soul. So let's just go with dance spending, sure.
Polly, I have a question.
Polly, what's dance spending? You mean you never heard the ancient air dance proverb? It goes like this. Dance, cars, other kinds of dance, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. But everything changed when the car nation attacked. Only the dance spender, master of all four elements, could stop them from ruining pedestrian rights. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
What?
Where did he go? Who knows? He could be anywhere. He could even be in this very room.
Whoa!
Do you think I am the legendary dance bender and we just forgot? It's possible. You and I are kind of forgetful. Are you a master of dance and other kinds of dance? I think I am, and I breathe air and I draw hair in a car, so I'm connected to all of them. Then prove it, Boo. Show us some world-saving prophecy foretelling dance bender moves. Scott proceeds to do a silly dance. Then he stops. Then he does another kind of silly dance. Polly is in utter awe. I can see it clearly now. Dance, cars, other kind of dance, air. Put them all together and the dance benders there.
Yeah.
Look, all the air dancers are bowing down to you, Scott. You're like their god now. The one true dance bender has come, the deflated air dancers say. Well, they don't say it, but you can sense the intent in their soulless, stickered on eyes. Woohoo, I'm back, bros, and I'm gonna defeat the Carnation and save you all. You leave to embark on your heroic journey, which ends up being a journey to a water fountain, and realizing this was all just a sunstroke fever dream. But Scott still somehow gained 2 magic from mastering dance bending, so it's possible that it was real? Who knows?
Look, guys, no hands.
Okay, let's see. We can get some mine back and the world's biggest potato. Or we could join the circus. Let's go to the world's biggest potato. I don't like it's down into 5. It will be 4. How far am I? Oh, the pit stop is next. Okay, good. Good. In which case, I might be able to just take the loss of 1 more. Yeah, sure, let's go to the circus instead. Let's live on the edge. Let's live on the edge. You, Polly, and Scott grab some popcorn and head to your seats to watch the circus. On your way there, the ringleader runs up to you. Hey, he whispers, I suddenly lost some of my performers to a soup-related accident, and I desperately need an act to cover them. Then I thought to myself, if I randomly checked with the audience, I may bump into actually trained performers willing to join us.
I'm a literal spitfire.
The rationale of this man is quite questionable, but you were born to embrace nonsense, so you tell him you are circus performers. Fantastic! What sort of act can you do? Aerialists. Surely that's stamina based, right? It has to be. I do have 9 stamina to lose, so sure, let's go with that. You and your friends sign up to be acrobats. It might be dangerous, but today isn't a day danger suddenly becomes a deterrent for your choices. Unless this was mine, in which case I might have just ruined everything. Polly grabs the trapeze and does 3 flips in midair, with no safety net. Whoa. She faces the audience, waiting for the applause. Boo. That chick's a ghost. She can't die. Where are the stakes? Yeah, boo. Also, why isn't she in a sexy leotard? Give us ass or give us death. Oh, great. The wolf pack's here. Can't wait to hear them mansplain how to hang from a trapeze correctly. Now that you say that, what if you hang from the trapeze in a way that makes you show more ass? Give us ass. Well, I think today is the day I give your cousins death, Scott. They asked for it after all. Nah, bro. My cousins can't be a lot sometimes, but I bet we can wow them. Wow them. Bros, what if I do the act? I'm not a ghost, so I can totally die. High stakes. Boo, no way, you're family, bro. Objectifying your ass would be weird. Yeah, also you're family, bro. Your dying wouldn't be dope. What about Morgan? We can 100% objectify her ass, and we're cool if she dies. They make a good point, actually. This is up to you. How much should you up the stakes to wow the audience with your acrobatic skill and your ass? Okay. It has to be stamina. I can't believe that this is anything but stamina. If it is mine, then, well, it's been a good run. No net, no trapeze. He'll just jump from a 60-foot platform into a painful but hilarious fall. Sounds like stamina. Also sounds like an absolutely foolish idea that will lose all mine, but that's beside the point. Let's see how bad it can possibly go. Whoa, bros, are you seeing this shit? Is Morgan seriously gonna do an act without the trapeze? Whoa, that's super dangerous and dumb. Which means it's amazing. Oh no, it's dumb. It is dumb. What was I thinking? Yeah, it's awesome how often cool things and dumb things overlap. Makes me feel a lot better about being so dumb. Darn it! Wait, what's happening now? Are Scott and that ghost with the rocking boobs trying to talk Morgan out of doing it? Come on, Scott. Why would you try to put a stop to this awesome danger? Are you a werewolf or a werepussy? No, they got Morgan to chicken out. She's walking away. Wait, it looked like Morgan's gonna step on that banana peel conspicuously placed at the end of the platform. Really? Does that mean she'll... Yes, Morgan slipped on the peel. Look at her falling from the platform. Holy shit, bro, she must have broken a fuck ton of bones. This is the best day of my life. Wait, bro, I just had a thought. Whoa, that's a first. I wonder if Scott and the boobs ghost talk to Morgan was part of the act. Maybe they just made it look like they were trying to convince her not to jump, so she'd slip on the peel and fake us out. What a roller coaster of emotions. I guess that's the sort of thing people who don't watch sports like so much about. What's that thing that's not sport called again? Art, I think. Okay, good news, you gain +4 hype during your dangerous fall, but you can bet your ass you lost 4 stamina from all those broken bones. Okay. So I guess the right stat. Good, it was stamina. I'm fine with that. Okay.
Huh. Where to go now?
Let's see. Let's see if we can pick up someone else than Miranda. I do not want that for 1 more week.
The night is young.
I want to change Hicker. I do not want Miranda there. Okay, let's see. Stu. For 1 week, all resources, gains, and losses from location events are reduced by 1. Not too bad. For 1 week, the first time a resource hits 0, Milo will bring it up to 1. That only sounds good. That sounds like it has absolutely no drawback. But Gargoyle. But stats. But Gargoyle. But stats. Okay, fine. Let's go with stats. Milo, you're joining the trip. I don't know why you seem to have gotten something, Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One bad thing where I misjudged something and it's a loss to mind that I now only have 4 of, and it could be bad. I like having the backup there. There's basically no bad reason why you wouldn't pick him, whereas everyone else seems to have something bad attached to them. So... Oh no. If I remember correctly, Milo was stay. You invited Milo to join your road trip.
It'll be nice to hang out with my followers.
Oh, I forgot you had the annoying social media following thing going for you. I should have gone with the Gargoyle. Should have gone Gargoyle. You're right, Lord Dutchington. I thought we didn't need a backup. I shouldn't have done it. Now I'm gonna have to suffer through social media talk. You want to be my new chauffeur? Fantastic. Drive on, darling. Reaper's free pass. Milo can pull some strings so that the end is not the end. What a good friend. Okay, I just need 7 soul though. Just need 7 more souls.
My time to shine.
Well, let's see. Biker bar. Hype, money or minus money? Plus money, minus soul, minus money. I mean, with minus money, I'm unlikely to gain anything in there, but let's go to the fortune teller. Let's go to the fortune teller. Is fortune telling real or is it all bogus? Only one way to find out.
Shiny ball?
The psychic who runs this caravan has a sign posted outside with the different services she offers. There are so many different ways to glimpse the future. What do you want to do? I want to not lose soul, so let's do a seance instead. Given that one of your road trippers is a ghost herself, you're curious what a seance might entail. Welcome to Hope Halko's tent of the great beyond. I can foresee your future. I can plunder your past. I can even... Wait, Polly? Scott? Morgan? You're not dumb, tourist. You're just dumb. What are you doing at my side hustle? Checking shit out. Your sign outside says you can do a seance. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. My otherworldly power can bridge the gaps between the realms. What realms exactly?
What?
What's a realm? I don't know. The realms I can connect to, like, the spirit realm, I guess? Why would you need a seance for that? Wouldn't the phone work? Not if it's the spirits. I bet they have a weird country code or something. That's not it. Look, I don't have time to do the whole world building explanation right now, But just trust me when I say this seance is cool and fun thing to pay me to do. Well, I like spirits, and I am a spirit, and I am indeed very cool and fun, so contacting another spirit would probably be cool too. Let's do it. I'm sold. I love following the crowd and being cool. Glad you're convinced. Just give me 3 money and the name of the spirit you want to call, and I'll do my best to connect you. Okay, let's see. Is there actually a bridge on Gibraltar? I have never been down there. Would make sense, it's not that big of a gap, but still. Would assume all the monkeys would just flee into Spain, all those British monkeys. Monkeys of Gibraltar. Instead of annoying random ghosts with unsolicited calls, call the spirit who really wants to hear from you, Polly's mom. That might give me soul. That might give me soul. Oh, that got you interested, Lord Darkington. Polly's mom. Contacting the part of you that died the day Burger Queen discontinued its list of salsa sauce. No, that doesn't seem to do anything in the stats I want, so Polly's mom it is. Oh, sure, we can call my mom. I haven't seen her since we left for the road trip, so it'd be nice to catch up. Hope connects you all to Polly's mom, Nadia Geist. Nadia's voice comes from Hope's mouth. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Scott. Wow, I've never been contacted via seance before. You should just call me. This is so exotic.
Hello!
Hi, Mrs. Geist. Thanks for packing me some graveyard cookies for the road trip. I love the chocolate and bone chip ones. I'm so glad. How's the trip going? Are your kids staying out of trouble? Nope, but when do I ever? Yes, you always had that wild streak in you. Just try not to do too many drugs, please. At least not all at once. I know you're a young adult now, and technically you will be forever, but I still worry because I love you and you'll always be my little girl. I know, Mom. I love you too. I appreciate how much you care about me while still letting me be myself. I promise I won't die twice. Oh, by the way, I texted you my move earlier. Rook to e5. Oh, I do love our chess by SMS matches. I'll send you my move as soon as we hang up the witch. Goodbye, sweetie. Goodbye, Scott.
Bye!
Bye, Mrs. Geist. Well, that was sweeter than one of Nadia's delicious graveyard cookies. You gain +3 soul, checking in on Polly's mom. Excellent.
These wheels are on fire!
Maybe one day we'll actually get a face reveal of Polly's mom. Wild West Town is plus magic, minus soul, unknown. Probably just a mirage, unknown, minus mind, do not want that. Sure, Wild West Town it is. You and Milo are taking candid pictures of each other in the back seat. Scott's driving, but he seems worried about something. That car's been following us for a while now. Oh, that car? Don't worry, that's just my camera crew filming some B-roll for the show. The what now?
Milo on the road.
The show, silly. I'm producing a web series called Milo on the Road, where I travel around and be my fabulous self. It fulfills my fans' morbid curiosity about my day-to-day life, and who am I to deny them that? Everyone can use more Milo in their day. Should have gone with the gargoyle. Does that mean we're on the internet right now? That's so cool. Hi, Grandma. I'm gonna teach you how to watch this when I get home.
Nice.
Sweet, I always wanted to be a wacky side character in a reality show. I wonder if I'm the fan favorite yet. I'm checking the comments on the last video. Okay, bad news. Fans are not loving Milo on the road. The top comment is, this series proves Milo just another spoiled celebrity in an ivory tower with no concept of what real life is like. I'm unsubscribing. My fans find me unrelatable? But I need them to find me relatable. Otherwise they won't consume my content and I won't get the attention and devotion I insatiably crave. What do I do? Maybe you could do something nice for someone to get more people to like your show. Nice stuff is nice. True, doing good deeds is the fastest way to get in an audience good graces. But what act of kindness could I do from this car? Let's see, people love watching cute feel-good animal videos. Let's use the Reaper powers to help some roadkill transition into the afterlife. You could help fix that broken car parked on the roadside. People love it when celebrities act like they're the same species as regular folks. Oh, let's do animals. I feel pretty certain that's a magic stat if I'm losing anything from it. I am not sure what fixing the broken car is about, so... but animal reaping gigs are so unpleasant. Are you sure there's no better way? Nah, this is the best idea we got. And look, there's a runaway raccoon right there. It's like he chose the most convenient time and place to die on purpose. Fine, I'll do it. Looks like this raccoon's soul is due to be transported to... hell. Great. Let's get this over with. Are we filming the talking head bits now? Cool. You want us to talk about the reaping? Polygeist knows the entire alphabet. Good on you, Polly. Reaping is totally Milo's true calling. Watching them work gave me a whole new perspective on life and death. Poor raccoon. Same. Milo's work is actually what made me aware of that. Of course, Scott also likes to eat ice cream in the shower. It's like, that doesn't have to be the end, you know? It doesn't have to be scary or sad, it's just a transition between realms. A human becomes a ghost, a demon goes to heaven, an angel is reincarnated as a human. On some occasions, the soul is given eternal rest and becomes stardust. Raccoon is fighting back. Raccoon is very much fighting back. And it's a Reaper's job to gently guide those poor souls into the next phase of their existence. It's a humanitarian thing. Dang, that was deep. You guys are gonna quote me on that, right? That's a Polygeist original. Milo finally drags the raccoon's soul to hell. Since they were pretty against this anyway, they insist on using -3 magic of yours to complete the job. But even if Milo's motivations were self-interested, it was still nice of you to not leave the raccoon's soul unreaped. You gain +3 soul. So close. Only one away. Only one away. Welcome to the land of 6-shooters, outlaws, wild stallions, and 10-gallon hats.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
You always wanted to be a real cowboy, or at least the kind of cowboy they show on TV, and now's your chance. So, what are you gonna do, partner? Duel at high noon, visit the saloon, visit the horsies. Horses might take stamina or money. I don't think it will take mind. I think I should be safe. You decide to visit the horse stables. You're always down to see some cute animals and indulge your inner horse girl.
Polly, listen.
Look, Polly, this one likes me. You can see it in his eyes that he really loves my head pats. Totally, you can always tell what a horse is thinking when you look into its eyes. They're the big, derpy windows into its soul. Like, I can tell this one really wants a bite of my pocket. Do they smell the ketamine cookies in there, big guy? Do you smell the ketamine cookies? Ketamine. Huh. What is your horse thinking, Morgan? You look into the eyes of the horse you're petting. At first you don't see anything, so you really squint, and then you can envision the horse wants, its desires, things it craves most in the world. And it craves violence, arson, bloodshed. So much bloodshed. Do it, Morgan, the horse says with the dice. Burn down the world. Commit tax fraud. It's our destiny. Well, what's your horse saying, bro? Why are you still standing there? The horse eyes demand. Why haven't you committed tax fraud yet? As your horse overlord, I command you. What's wrong, Morgan? You won't deny this adorable horse's sweet, innocent desires by staying silent, will you? Crap, you don't want to let your friends down, but does that mean you need to do the horse bidding? You decide to... Ooh. Ooh. Would helping a horse with its murderous plan give me more soul? I am helping the horse out. I am doing something that definitely isn't good for the rest of the world, but the horse is happy. Good morning, dirty urchin. Indeed, it's the road trip time. Let's see, do we do the horse bidding or not? Oh... I am unsure. If this takes a huge chunk of my soul stats, I will not be happy. But by all means, let's go with the horse overlord, and if everything goes wrong, we can all blame Lord Dutchington, who really wants the horse overload. Fuck it, you hated being in charge of your own life and decisions anyway. Might as well turn over your autonomy to a fucking horse. No words are spoken, but the covenant is complete. You stare into its eyes and sign your mind, body, and soul over to this horse.
What?
Polly? Does Morgan seem like a husk of her former self to you? Nah, she's always making that face.
Nice.
She probably just did something huge to make that horse happy. Good job, boo. You go about your life pretty much as normal after that. But every once in a while, you pass a stranger in the street and their eyes are as empty and soulless as your own. This is comforting, in a way. It's good to know who your allies are in the higher mind of horse. The horse rewards you for your loyalty. Of course, being in this fold grants you 2 hype, 1 money, and 2 magic, via its lucrative arcane power. Yeah, this is gonna cost me a lot of soul, but you also have to commit several atrocities on the horse's behalf. Theft, arson, tax fraud, stabbing yourself in the leg for the laughs. Your new life of horse cram takes a toll on you, and you lose 3 mind and 2 soul. Oh, it could have been worse.
How it's done.
Okay, how long until the next rest stop? 2 stops. Hype soul. I want my soul back, so that's good. I cannot lose more mind. Oh wait, no, we have Milo. They will bring us back up to 1, so that's fine. Let's go spot a UFO. Milo might be saving us. You came here today to answer the age-old question. Do aliens exist?
We're not alone.
Who knows if you see any today, but at least it'll be fun to hang out with the other UFO spotters. So besides watching the stars and swamp extraterrestrial conspiracy theories, what do you want to do? We want to make tinfoil hats. You come upon a huge gathering of UFO spotters. You see lots of telescope, constellation charts, and Jefferson Airplane CDs going around. You also see Kale and Abdu. Sup guys, didn't know you all were into UFO sightseeing.
Hey, bro.
Hey bros, we're just on a road trip and decided to stop by. There are so many people with cool telescopes here. That's not all they got. UFO spotters have surprisingly diverse interests. Want us to give you the grand tour? Over there are the IT crowd. They're the popular spotters who know all the latest end-of-the-world prophecy gossip. The nerds by the creek can test what chemicals the man is putting in the water. There's the chemical spot, not the chemtrail spotters, the alien abductee support group, the vehicle enthusiasts who know all the different UFO types. What about those skinny guys over there? Are they UFO cosplayers or something? Those are the tinfoil hat fashionistas. They know all the latest fashion trends and how to protect your thoughts. What are they protecting their thoughts from? From the government, of course, the fashionistas cough. Do you really want Big Brother in your head, reprogramming all your thoughts? No, swapping out with a horse overlord instead, of course. Much better. Follow the horse. Good night, Olav. Hope you're having to get a good night's rest. Thanks for joining in. Oh no, I didn't even know I had a big brother, let alone that he was taking all my favorite thoughts away. I have so few to spare. It's okay, Scott, don't listen to those well-dressed weirdos. All of that shit the government might be doing, stealing your thoughts, isn't one of them. And even if they were, wrapping your head up like a burrito wouldn't do anything to stop it.
Aww.
But now I'm nervous. You're making me nervous too, man. Ugh, this anxiety is totally harshing my buzz. Damn, if we don't calm Scott down, we're gonna have some paranoid stoners on our hands. Morgan, can you help him protect his mind somehow? If there are bodyguards, there must be mind guards for hire, right? We have 6 money, so that could be a thing. Protect your most valuable thoughts by flooding your brain with tons of useless ones. That's gonna lose me mind. We're hiring mind guards for Scots. Sure. Sure, seems like a solid investment. Protect the precious boy's mind. You look it up and there are mind guards for hire. What are the odds? You can only afford the cheapest ones, but it's okay to cheap out on the guys protecting your thoughts and personality, right? You wire 3 money to an undisclosed account. Within moments, 2 beefy Russian operatives parachute to the ground next to you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. We are here to guard your mind from invaders. Please be calm. One of the mind guards starts massaging your head with one of those weird scalp massagers while making guttural noises. You feel the same. Congratulations, mine is secure. We'll leave now. What? That's it? How do you know Morgan didn't just get scammed? We never scam, we prove it. Morgan, think numbers. 1 to 500. Now you, Dogman, try to guess number.
Huh?
Oh man, I didn't know there was gonna be a test today. 274. That's it, Scott. I was thinking precisely 274. Damn. Well, it's why it was test run. Obviously not completely tuned. Should be calibrating now. Dogman, guess again. What about 3? Nah, I was thinking of 274 again. I was just too lazy to think of a new number. Perfect. Mind guarding functioning perfectly now. Just remember to clear in airwax on occasion and should be fine. Farewell, comrade. Congrats, Morgan. Now your thoughts are safe from my weird older brother. Now you definitely just got scammed, but at least Scott is relieved. You gain +3 soul for putting his mind at ease.
Leave it to me.
And that's what we needed. We are at 25. So if we can just survive with that, we're good. Now we can head to the shopping mall or a city underneath attack. Let's go to the mall. The mall seems like it would be safe. And yes, we're doing low on mind and money. But if we can just make it for a little bit longer, we should be good. The shopping mall. It's a place wherever you can sort of shop online, but like offline.
Hey, look who's there!
You can feel young again by reviving good old ways of having fun at the mall. Could go to the arcade, can do some shoplifting. That's gonna wreak havoc on my soul, so let's not do that. Arcade? What could it possibly the arcade gain be? And what could it lose? Pizza probably I feel will give me stamina in exchange for money. Let's try the arcade. Sure. As you and your friends walk around the mall, you see your friend Valerie sitting on the center fountain and texting. She looks up and smiles at you.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, boo!
Hey Val, long time no see. How's business? It's good, same as always, selling dangerous totems of ancient deities and used tampons to any fool who's willing to pay. Who would pay for a used tampon? I don't know, my policy is to never ask where that shit comes from or where that shit goes. Good policy. I also choose not to think about where my poop comes from and goes. Great minds think alike, Scott. Anyway, I'm taking the day off and having fun the 90s way, celebrating peak non-critical capitalism at the shopping mall. Wanna hit up the arcade with me? Hello. Thanks for the raid, Blobber. We are just about to hit the arcade. Oh yes. Welcome to my mall target demographic. Why don't you play the new arcade game we just installed? It is, as the kids say, very LMAO. Let's see. Just don't take my money or my mind, and I have a feeling you're gonna do both. And Milo can only save one stat, so... Sure, what's the game? It's called Cashy Road. You just cross the road to win. Earn bonus point by entering your full name, social security number, and credit card info. Does not sound good. Does not sound good at all. All that for an arcade game? What do you even win? Tickets. Lots of tickets. To see the new show I just produced, Ads on Ice. It's a 2.5-hour musical advertisement. For ice.
Just give up.
I think I'd rather play literally anything else. Morgan, what game should we play first? Okay, let's see. The glitchy off-putting game that seems to be lifted straight from a creepypasta. A claw machine where you try to grab porridge. Good luck. Dragon Heat VR, trust your senses. The game you don't want to play in front of your parents, or in front of anyone at all for that matters. I mean, I don't have a choice in this though. I really don't. I I really don't have a choice. Yeah, sadly. In the first game, the Dragon Heat storyline from the item is one of the most weird and at the same time glorious things that we ever discovered. So I have promised my friends that whenever I play one of these games and Dragon Heat shows up, always go Dragon Heat. And sadly, that strikes again today. Oh dear. I apologize in advance. Oh. The side of the machine says, "Welcome to Harold MacDonghard's Mansion of Lewd. The evil queen, Rosaqueef, has filled it with traps to drain all your sticky vital energy. Prepare for a night of exhausting duels where only the best will thrive." Sounds like fun. You put on the VR visor and VR crotch guard and begin playing. Wow, Morgan, it looks like you're churning a lot of butter in that game. Nice grip technique. Yeah, be sure to work the shaft of the butter churner real good if you want a high score. Yes, and don't forget to tickle the butter churn's balls too.
Whoa!
Oh, now Morgan's eating popsicles. That must be one big popsicle. I'm so jealous. Now you're eating 2 popsicles? Don't get greedy, Morgan. You don't want to gag on all that icy goodness.
Ooh, kinky.
Yeah, the trick is to suppress your gag reflex. Now Morgan's playing pinball. Nice technique. I also thrust my hips against the pinball machine to give more power to my balls. Don't forget to tilt if you want to win. Turn that bad boy over and pound from behind. You lose 3 stamina playing pinball. A sweaty mess. Somehow the Dragon Heat VR thrust to win machine is sweating too. Oh, it only gave you 1 ticket. That sucks. I thought you did really well.
Nice.
Wait, that's not a ticket. That's the machine's phone number. Nice.
Oh, not bad.
Good work, Morgan. I've seen lots of people underperform on this game before, but you fucking crushed it. Hell yeah. That has been more cardio than you usually do, but you gained 3 hype, so you can't complain. It's not Demon Junk. It's just a VR game. That's all it is. Just a VR ping pong game. Pinball game. It's fine. It's fine.
Quick break, then back on the road.
I mean, I see no reason to get rid of Milo, so let's just talk to him. Talk about their brand or their gig as a Reaper. Just the gig as a Reaper. Sounds fine. Oh, darling, being a Reaper, am I right? Such a responsibility. But how does it work exactly? Well, how does anything work in this strange, sometimes nonsensical world? We Reapers are like those mysterious, sexy, furry people who row souls across realms. Furry people, not furry people. Damn it. Because you see, that is not the end. That is transformation. That is transition. You could die and become a ghost, or go to hell, or reincarnate as a human. Some people even cease to be, or so I suspect. Truth be told, I don't completely understand the exact cycle and its rules. I get a gig, I follow the directions.
Really?
You never wonder about it though? How it all works exactly and such? No, darling, that's above my pay grade. The important thing here is we do something that's important. Most poor soul tends to be pretty confused after they die. If we do our job well, we give them some direction, some peace, or at the very least, some company.
I like it.
That's such a kind thought.
Magnificent.
You know me, honey. I'm a kind, selfless, and definitely humble person. That's Milo Belladonna for you. It certainly is. Let's hope I can be there for you when it's your time to cross realms.
Jeez.
Let's hope that's not soon. Just in case, you two spend the rest of the night making a list of things you'd love to do before dying. Joyful and a bit morbid, just your style. And we have fulfilled a destination. Excellent. Excuse me, what? The road trip comes to an end. Welcome to the city of Vice. You indulge yourself unapologetically. Gambling, parties, crimes, you name it. On the last night, you go all in. So much so that the next day you remember nothing. The hotel room is a mess. There's a ton of random hats, a katana, some fruit, a dragon heat body pillow, a bathtub with a bear. Dang, whatever happened last night, it sure was something. And that wasn't all. Congrats, you reached the destination. But there's more to it. Every player gets an individual ending. You could end up being a lame loser, just okay, or the MVP. In multiplayer mode, the result will be determined based on how much you each contribute to the resources needed to reach the destination. In single player mode, it's determined by your overall resource spread. My overall isn't good. There's also the date ending, which has its own requirements. But ending up a lame loser will override the date ending. No dates allowed for lame losers. And I haven't done enough to get the dating ending anyway, so... Anyway, let's judge you. I mean... I have 3 higher stats and then I have 3 really low ones. This would be fun. If it wasn't for the fact that you drew the short straw when deciding who will guard a car. Someone has to guard the car so it doesn't get stolen. Good news, the car doesn't get stolen. Bad news, you miss all the fun. Meh. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. Okay, so I got 16 new locations, 18 new events, 17 new outcomes, 1 new destination layer. No good ending. So that's unfortunate. Oh well, and just like that, the road trip came to an end. It was full to the brim with danger, fun, and other nonsense. It was everything we could have expected from a trip with Polly and Scott, and then some. We not only survived the whole thing, but we conquered it and came out different people. It all turned out to be a pilgrimage into self-discovery, a rite of passage, a quest for growth. That's to say, a fucking good road trip. As we were heading back home, I thought about how all of this was just one of the first stops, in a much bigger journey that was only just beginning. It felt ominous and scary, but it was going to be alright. Because we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That was not the ending I wanted. That was not the ending I wanted at all. Oh well. I guess it was to be expected that for a first proper run through this game, I wouldn't get a good ending. There's too many unknown factors in it. Whereas the more you play it, the more information you get, the more you know what you go to with the different ones, and the easier it is to balance your stats, I presume. There are, as you saw, 1 destination for all the different stats. And then there are dating endings for all the different hitchhikers. I did have no idea how many hitchhikers there actually is implanted in the game. Then you have your good, your okay, and your great endings. So all in all, there's a lot of different ways the game can potentially end. And I don't remember how many of the different like events they put into it, but I know there's quite a hefty amount. So it has a decent amount of replayability, but as I mentioned at the start, I feel like this is the game that they have created that I feel the easiest about playing in single player. I enjoy playing it with other people for sure, or would probably. Haven't really tried, but I don't feel like it adds much. I don't feel it adds much as far as content, whereas the other ones, multiplayer is what makes them fun. The other ones I've played with friends several times, and I enjoy it a lot. But this one I'm fine playing single player. The survival elements kind of overtake a bit for the dating anyway. So it's much easier to just do on your own. But yeah, thanks to everyone who joined in. I don't think I'll be going in for a second run because I do have a bit of things to get done today. And I would like to also get some breakfast, since I didn't have time for that this morning. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. My next stream is tomorrow, when it's time for 2 new demos. And I seem to remember I have put everything up into the schedule. Ooh, Alpha Camera's doing puzzles. Oh, great. Send people over there then. Let's just check quickly here. So tomorrow's demos are Fabledom and the Magical Mixture Mill. So we'll see how that goes. Can choose the streamer version. Plays copyright-free credit song. Okay, would have liked to know that first, but sure. Sure. Next up, playable character. Yeah. Now play Prank Master mode. Whatever that is. Let's see. Let's see then if we can't go to Alpha instead. I am horrible at these things. Because I never find the people who I'm looking for. Because when I go with Raid Alpha, it doesn't find it. Which is annoying. Can I use that thing? Yeah, I'll just use it, type it in instead. Because it can't find on the list. So let's go with that instead. Oh, wishing you all a very pleasant continuation of your Sunday though, and the last bits of the weekend. And until next time, goodbye. Oh, also, maybe actually spell that right. That would probably help. There we go. Well, see, that's what I get from changing it to what Blobber said. Oh dear, Blobber lied. Never trust Blobber again. There we go.